So turning first to Chapter 15, which is a section in the U.S. Bankruptcy Code, maybe I'll ask Frank first, what is the purpose of Chapter 15? Why do we seek recognition in the United States for these solvent schemes?
In general, an order issued by a foreign court is not binding or enforceable here in the U.S. So absent something happening in the U.S., U.S. creditors would be free to exercise collection remedies here in the U.S. against a foreign debtor's assets. It could also refuse to comply with whatever mechanisms or procedures have been adopted by the foreign court, including a scheme of arrangement, absent, again, a U.S. order granting recognition. Prior to 2005, recognition of insolvency, debt restructuring, bankruptcies, or the like were governed by Section 304 of the Bankruptcy Code. Section 304 was replaced by an entire chapter. So just to correct Howard, Chapter 15 is not just a section, it's an entire chapter with several sections. And it is based on a model law of cross-border insolvency that's been adopted now by a number of countries. And unlike most of our statutes, it does set forth a purpose. And I've put on the screen the section that speaks or that sets forth the purposes of Chapter 15. And although it's not as clear as one would like it to be, the ultimate purpose of Chapter 15 is in fact the recognition of foreign orders. But in any event, the five basic objectives of Chapter 15 are to foster cooperation between U.S. and foreign courts, greater legal certainty for trade, fair and efficient administration of cross-border insolvencies. And in this context, just to be clear, insolvencies is not limited to when a company or a debtor is insolvent. It's a broader use. It includes many types of debt adjustment procedures. Protection and maximization of the value of debtors' assets, and facilitation of the rescue of financially troubled businesses. So generally speaking, that's the purpose of Chapter 15. It is limited to what are known as foreign proceedings, which, as you can see, a foreign proceeding is a specific defined term that I'm sure we're going to spend a good amount of time talking about today.
So in order for a solvent scheme from a foreign country to be recognized under Chapter 15, it has to fall in the definition of a foreign proceeding. Is that fair to say?
That is absolutely correct. It has to fall within that definition of foreign proceeding. Section 1517, which actually sets forth the requirements for recognition, gives you sets forth three requirements for recognition. And basically, the proceeding has to be a foreign proceeding that is either a foreign main or foreign non-main proceeding. The code draws a distinction between a foreign main proceeding, that is one pending where the debtor has the center of its main interest, and a foreign non-main proceeding, one pending where the debtor conducts economic transitory activity. I'm sorry, non-transitory economic activity.